On Saturday night in Chicago, Jennie didn't just headline a festival, she made history. And what she revealed on that stage has the entire music world paying attention. Lollapalooza 2026 just wrapped up in Chicago's Grant Park. 4 days, over 170 artists, hundreds of thousands of fans. And of every moment across that entire weekend, one performance is all anyone is talking about. Saturday night, the Bud Light stage, 9 p.m. JENNIE of BLACKPINK walked out in front of one of the biggest crowds of her solo career and made history as the first female K-pop soloist to ever headline Lollapalooza. Let that land for a second. In a festival that has been running since 1991, across decades of music history, no female K-pop solo artist had ever headlined until Saturday night. Jennie just put her name in that record book permanently. Now let's talk about what actually happened on that stage, because this was not just a historic moment. It was a masterclass in how to own a headline slot. Now let's talk about what actually happened on that stage, because this was not just a historic moment. It was a masterclass in how to own a headline slot. She opened with a cinematic intro that Billboard described as something Christopher Nolan would be proud of. From the first second, the crowd knew they were in for something different. She performed her biggest solo hits, like Jennie, Mantra, Solo, the songs that built her solo career from the ground up. She brought out her viral collaboration Dracula with Tame Impala, which has become one of the most streamed songs of her career and a social media phenomenon. And then she debuted the lead single from her upcoming second studio album, Less Than a Lover, released just last week, making its live festival debut right there in Chicago. She told the crowd, and this moment went completely viral, "To see you guys in front of my eyes, it feels like a dream." The audience sang back every word of every song. Members of aespa and Idol were spotted watching from the crowd. Even her fellow K-pop peers were there to witness it. And then, in the moment that sent the internet into complete overdrive, she previewed not one, not two, but 4 completely unreleased tracks from her upcoming album. Sweet Tooth, Fallen Angel, Lock It Down, and Heaven. 4 new songs performed live before a single one of them has been officially released. The blinks in that crowd were hearing music nobody else in the world had heard before. And then, in the moment that sent the internet into complete overdrive, she previewed not one, not two, but 4 completely unreleased tracks from her upcoming album. Sweet Tooth, Fallen Angel, Lock It Down, and Heaven. 4 new songs performed live before a single one of them has been officially released. The blinks in that crowd were hearing music nobody else in the world had heard before. Here is why this moment is bigger than just one festival performance. 2 years ago, Jennie left YG Entertainment, the label that built BLACKPINK, and signed with her own company, ODD Atelier. That decision was massive. It meant she was betting entirely on herself. No safety net of one of the biggest K-pop labels in the world. Just her team, and her vision. Her debut solo album, Ruby, dropped earlier this year, and it was a statement. It debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200, making her one of the highest-charting K-pop female soloists in American chart history. It had collaborations with The Weeknd, Doechii, and Childish Gambino. It was not a K-pop album, it was a global pop album that happened to be made by a Korean artist. And now, headlining Lollapalooza, previewing new music, with a second album already in the works, Jennie is building something that feels genuinely long-term. Not a K-pop career with a Western crossover moment, a Western career built on a K-pop foundation. That distinction matters. And Saturday night felt like the moment that distinction became undeniable. So let's talk about what we actually know about the new album, because the Lollapalooza set gave us more information than any official announcement has. Less Than a Lover, the lead single released last week, is already being called her most emotionally vulnerable song yet. It is a mid-tempo track that strips back the maximalist production of Ruby and lets her voice do the work. Critics are calling it a significant artistic step forward. Then there are the 4 songs she previewed live. Sweet Tooth appears to be an upbeat, almost playful track based on crowd reactions. Fallen Angel sounds like it leans into a darker, more cinematic direction, which fits the Christopher Nolan comparison Billboard made about her intro. Lock It Down and Heaven are both being described by fans who were in the crowd as emotionally charged, more stripped back than anything on Ruby. No official album title, no official release date, but 4 songs previewed live in front of hundreds of thousands of people. That is not an accident. That is a carefully planned reveal. Jennie is building anticipation the old-fashioned way, letting the music speak before the marketing machine starts. Based on everything we heard at Lollapalooza, this album is going to be her most personal project yet. Here is the World Entertainment take on all of this. Jennie's Lollapalooza headline is not just a win for her, it is a win for every K-pop artist who has ever been told their music belongs in a separate category from Western pop. Think about the context of this week alone. BTS announced they will not submit to the Grammys because a new Asian category felt like segregation. And then 3 days later, Jennie headlines one of America's most iconic music festivals, Not in a K-pop slot, not in a regional category, but as a headline act standing alongside Charlie XCX, Lorde, and Tate McRae. One artist said no to a separate box. Another artist proved she doesn't need one. Both of those things matter, and both of them happened in the same week. We are World Entertainment, home of the next big thing in entertainment. Jennie's new album is coming, and we will be covering every single moment of it. Are you a Blink? Are you excited for the new era? Drop it in the comments. And subscribe so you don't miss the album breakdown when it drops. We will see you next time.